Hi guys, so Boris Johnson had some interesting things to say when he was visiting a site for wind turbines in Scotland, but this is not in regards to renewable energy, even though it looked like that from the background. No, this is in respect to the Cambo oil fields. Now, the oil giant Shell, along with Sakar Point Energy, are to be given the green light to start production at the Cambo oil field. This flies in the face of the promises that Boris Johnson made to the public about how his government would be greener and would lead the way in the fight against climate change. His argument for sticking with this oil production contract is ironic.
This was a contract that was signed was agreed in 2001, and we can't just tear up contracts. There's a process to be gone through. But what
we can't just tear up contracts. Really? Come on, Boris. Look, you are talking about renegotiating the Withdrawal Agreement because you don't like it. That's basically tearing up the Withdrawal Agreement. You're talking, well, your government, the Secretary of State for Northern Ireland, stood up in the House of Commons and said we're going to break international law in a limited and specific way when it came to the Northern Ireland Protocol, which is a contract that you signed. Now you're talking about how we can't break contracts that other people signed.
we need to do is use this incredible potential of wind power. And turbines like this haven't been going up. They've only been going up in the last 4 or 5 years, the size that you're looking at now. And they're going to get even bigger. So the potential is absolutely enormous. We can power millions and millions of homes across the UK. But what we also want to do is make sure that we build the components, build the turbines, the nacelles, the platforms, build them here in the UK, and with all the downstream jobs that will generate as well.
Then why aren't you focusing on that? Why aren't you tearing up this contract instead? If you're willing to tear up the withdrawal agreement, why aren't you willing to tear up this contract that is damaging to your policy? You want to make the UK greener. You said that you're going to be the greenest government in history. Of course, it's a lie, but if you said this, surely you would try to work towards that in some way, and you wouldn't be handing companies like Shell a contract to start a production in this Cambo oil field near Shetland, which is, according to Friends of the Earth, going to produce the same level of emissions as a coal-fired power station produces in 16 years. The initial phase would produce the same amount of emissions as a power station run on coal for 16 years. And you're standing there in front of wind turbines saying, yes, we need to invest more in wind turbines. Wouldn't it make sense if Boris Johnson said, look, we're going to tear up this contract. This contract is null and void, like the withdrawal agreement, because we believe in the environment. We believe in protecting the environment around the UK. And we're going to invest more in green energy. Like, he's standing in front of these wind turbines saying how great they are, and at the same time handing vast tracts of the sea over to a company like Shell, who are going to extract gas and oil from there, which is going to create massive problems in the area. And potentially we're going to see the types of disasters we've seen around the world over the last number of years. But Boris Johnson doesn't care about that, it seems. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?